What's up, Shed Wars? But I wanted to talk today as it starts to rain, which is great because it has been raining. I want to talk about something in the garden that we've had to learn this year more than we have before. And we failed at it a bunch, which is interesting. And that is, how do you know that a watermelon is ready to be picked? Now, I'll tell you what, if you go look on the internet, you'll find all kinds of different ways. I don't know that there's a perfect way. I think a watermelon's just ready when a watermelon's ready. But I wanted to show you a couple things on our watermelon patches. So over here, we actually have some watermelons that volunteered from last year. We got this tarped a little bit, but here's some watermelons in our watermelon patch. Here's a little baby watermelon that's growing. But here's some of the bigger ones here that are pretty much ready. But I wanted to see if I can find some examples. So a lot of people know you can hit them, and the deeper the sound, the more ripe it is. Now it can be overripe if it's too deep. But one way to look at it is to look at this little tendril here. Now if I go look on this little guy, you see the tendril attached here is green. There's also this little, called a cup leaf or spoon leaf. Now when both of these die back, it's a pretty good time to cut it. At least that's what some people say. Some people just listen to it. Some people look for a kind of light yellow spot underneath. Now the light yellow spot though is just from it not getting sun on that side. You can actually just roll your watermelons and they'll actually won't get that. The best way to do it though is to keep up with your maturity dates and actually pay attention to them. Although, depends on when the watermelon starts. So you know when your first watermelons, your biggest ones are going to be ready closer to that maturity date based on the plant. And we didn't really do a good job of keeping up with what we were actually planting in here, so it really didn't do any good. But this guy here is dried all the way back to the vine. Our little spoon leaf under there is completely dry. This guy's ready to go. Also, you'll notice they'll stop growing. So that's another thing that's important. So I just wanted to talk about that and show you guys firsthand the difference. So here's a watermelon here. Pretty decent size, honestly. See if we can see down in here. Oh, it's hard to see. There's two of them right next to each other. I think those might be close to being ready too. Let's step right here. This one's a little smaller, although it has dried back, but it's not quite as deep sounding. We're getting a storm in here, of course, as I start to record this, but I wanted to show you guys that because I think it's important. But there is no real scientific way of doing it. You really can't tell. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this rain, though. This is ridiculous. All right, so as a test, here we go. Test number one. This is we did cut one more out of this plot, which was a big sugar baby. I thought was done, and it was kind of done, but not very good.
It had a lot of redness, but not quite as much sweetness as we wanted.
So here's a test. This big bad boy right here might even be a little overripe, but it has the tendril that is cut off of it, and the spoon the spoon is completely done, so we should be able to cut it. Sounds kind of deep.
All right.
Let's cut this thing, and then we're going to cut it open, and we're going to see if it's any good. That's a big watermelon though. That sucker.
How much do you think this weighs?
That's a
I think
good
it's
20,
like 30 pounds.
25 pounder.
25, 30 pounds.
Yeah, that's a big old watermelon.
There you go.
It's bigger than your head.
Uh,
And that one will go next.
Yep. Yeah, this plot is so full of watermelons. We decided, like every day, we're gonna come out and cut a watermelon and go from there.
Yeah.
So.
The chickens have also gotten a lot of watermelons. It's been crazy. Which I will be doing a chicken update video here very soon because I have neglected that. All right, here we go. Let's see if we were right. It'll pick this up, trust me. It's gonna pick this up as a human.
22.8.
22.8
Oh,
pounds.
it's like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Let's go cut it and see if it's good.
Yep.
We have not had much luck. Only a handful have been good so far. So
Let's do it.
If not, we're doing it right out here next to the chickens. So
Yeah.
get them real quick. I don't have a good feeling.
No.
I'm very pessimistic about these watermelons now. There's some red in there at least.
It's not the straightest cut, but I'm not going to judge it.
Yeah, so not doing it. There's some red. Ooh,
Ooh, there you
it
go.
looks good.
That's a beast of a watermelon right there.
Let's see.
It smells good. It's got a nice split in the middle there.
Oh, it's the best one we've done.
Good.
It's sweet.
Good. Give me a piece. What are you waiting on?
Where's mine?
All right. Man, that looks good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. That is sweet now.
Sorry, chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yummy.
It's a keeper. So now we get to eat a little bit of it and go inside and cut it up.
Yep.
We did it. We grew a
Woohoo!
watermelon.
Yeah, that's good.
22.5 pound one.